So the difference between buying and renting, okay? When you're buying or when you're renting, how much of your rent is going towards the landlord's pocket? 100% of it is going to the landlord's pocket. You're really making them rich because all you're doing is you're paying off their mortgage, right? And the thing that we're going to go over tonight is reality versus expectations. If you can make a sacrifice to buy what you can afford, and that's with me as a realtor, as a loan officer, I am not going to put you in a house that you cannot afford. I don't care if I lose your business. Again, it's all about financial literacy and getting you out of financial bondage, helping you build generational wealth, right? Live there for 2 to 3 years. As your finances get better, then you can start leveraging that house that you just bought as you pay it down to buy the next house, and then the next house, and then the next house. Now, if that's not for you, that's okay. You can still buy the first house. 5 to 10 years later, you leverage that house in order to buy the house that you need for your family. All right, so let's talk about basically the difference in monthly payment when it comes to how much down payment you put, right? Because a lot of people, oh, I want to save 20% because I want a lower monthly payment. But in reality, how much is 20% of 400,000? That's 80,000. In reality, how long would a normal person take to save $80,000? Only to put it in a house that is a liability. I call it a liability because it doesn't matter if you pay off your home. If you don't pay your taxes, you don't pay your HOA, somebody's going to take that house away from you. It doesn't become an asset until you start using it as an asset. Does that make sense? Until you start renting it out, until you sell it to get that money out in order to leverage it into a different investment. So do 15,000 divided by 200. 75 months. It's going to take you 75 months to save $15,000. So what happens if there's an emergency? You just used all of your money to put into a house, right? So now, 5% down, you save an extra, what, $30 from the traditional 3.5% down? So now you're seeing the difference in monthly payment that you don't need to wait so long and save a lot of money in order to get into a house because there's programs out there available to help you get into a house, okay? So go ahead and go to the next slide, Renee. Now, people that are, oh, I want to wait for the market. I want to wait for the interest rates to drop at 5%. So what happens when the rates drop? There's a reason why they call it a seller's and a buyer's market. A buyer's market, lower sales price, higher interest rate. Seller's market, higher sales price, lower interest rate because now you have more demand, right? So now when you buy a house in a seller's market, that $250,000 home becomes $300,000. Interest rate is 5%, and look at the difference in monthly payment compared to the $250,000. It's not much, right? But now you're overpaying for a house $50,000.